From the heartland of America, Kansas City, Missouri, it's the Steve and Kathy Show. Featuring Brian Savage and the Steve and Kathy Band. With Anita Cordell, James Galbraith, Brian Hartley, Aaron Jackson, and the all-new Steve and Kathy Showcast. Plus, Sunday School Musical, a visit to the Jerry Springer Show, and the False Prophet Insurance Agency. All this and a whole lot more good stuff. Ladies and gentlemen, Steve and Kathy Gray.
And welcome to the world's first Emmy Award-winning faith-based inspirational variety show that exposes some of the funny business going on in religion today with the hope that together we can do a whole lot better, right? We can do better.
Yes. And hello, studio audience. You're really looking good. Yeah, you are.
Now, friends, I have been living with the thought of the end of the world ever since I was a child. You know, we grew up through something called the Cold War, when the Soviet Union placed missiles in Cuba and aimed them at the United States. So when I was in grade school, they would pull the fire alarm and tell us that we had 15 minutes to get home. And if you didn't get home in 15 minutes, then all of us children walking by the side of the road would become the incredible melting kids like the Wicked Witch that melted in The Wizard of Oz. That's what was going to happen to us. And so I walked briskly home thinking, oh God, if I can just make it through that door, I will be safe. Then once inside, we were told to close all the windows and pull the shades. Fortunately, these were the times when we had curtains in our house that were bought before I was born at Woolworths. And we kids, we were glad that our parents spent the extra money to get the good kind because these were heavy duty. We needed heavy duty so that when the blast from hell comes blowing out all of our windows and destroying everything in its path, we will be safe because we bought curtains from Woolworths and they have a lifetime guarantee. Yeah, they had a lifetime guarantee, so later, after the Cold War ended, I drove by a church, and there was a man with a sign that read, "Repent, the end is near." And I thought, you can't scare me, for I, too, like my parents before me, have made sure I purchased heavy-duty, machine-washable curtains with a lifetime guarantee. They protected us then, and by golly, they're going to protect us again. We're going to be safe inside our homes, right?
Yeah.
We've got our curtains.
Well, Steve, come on, let's go up into our studio audience and find out what they've got to say about all of this.
Want to talk to them?
Yeah.
That's a great idea, but first we got to say a big hello to Brian Savage and the Steve and Kathy Band.
Yay.
Well, here we are in the studio audience to ask some ordinary people some questions. So let's pick someone. Tell me, sir. Here, how about you? Stand up. Are you concerned about the end of the world?
No, not too much.
Now I see that you have the number 555 written on your forehead. What does that mean?
Well, you see, I haven't been too good and I haven't been too bad. So I figure I'm not really up to 666. I'm more like a 555. So if I can hold right there, I think I'll be fine.
All right, well, let's see if we can find one more over here. All right, you, sir, you seem to want to talk to us here. How about you? Are you concerned about the end of the world? What do you got to...
Oh, well, I'm melting, and there's going to be fire. And because the demons came and took my stapler. But then they moved the desk to work, and then the last time I didn't get any cake, and then the last time I didn't get any cake, and it's people, so the fire goes.
So why are you so sure the world's going to end in fire?
Well, it's going to be fire because you see, I know, because if they move my desk one more time, if they move my desk, I'm going to set the whole world on fire.
All right, Milton. Well, we're going to let you go ahead and sit down. All right, Milton? You just go ahead and sit down. Come on over here, Kathy. Kathy, do you remember the prophecy that the world as we know it was going to end on New Year's Eve, the year 2000?
I do.
And how lots of people reacted to that? You remember that?
I remember it cost them a lot of money getting ready for it. Some of them, they quit their jobs. They sold all their property.
Yeah. Well, right you are, Kathy. And afterwards, you know what? They sure could have used a helpful check from some insurance company, right? So the next time you get a false prophecy about the end of the world, you're in good hands with this company. Take a look.
Has this ever happened to you? You're home with friends, family, loved ones, when suddenly and without warning, the privacy of your home is invaded by a false prophet.
The end is here! Act now! Sell all your possessions immediately and head for the safety, for there will be wars and destruction such as the world has never known. By this time next month, the world as we know it will be no more.
But what about this?
No need to go to work today. No need to even go to school today. No need to even save for anything for the future. Why, you ask me? I'll tell you why. God has personally given me the 8 reasons why the rapture will occur in 2008. And just in case I didn't hear him quite right, he gave me one more. That makes 9. Therefore, I have the 9 reasons why the rapture will occur in 2009.
If this is you, then you're not alone. Millions of people just like you have been betrayed by prophets, announcing the end of the world, causing innocent men and women to cash in retirement funds or to move to deserted islands. At All Sucks, we say, well, it all sucks when you or someone you love have been duped by another doomsday prediction of the end of the world.
Yeah, I listened to them. First it was the hurricane, and they said it was a sign of the end of the world. Do you know, it wasn't but 2 days later that an earthquake struck. We went to church, and the preacher said that the end was near and all of the good Christians were soon to go flying out of this world. Well, we thought, why keep making payments on this rent-to-own furniture or on our house or the utilities? I mean, we ain't gonna be here much longer anyway, so let somebody else pay for it. You know, we would have lost it all, but fortunately for us, when it all fell apart, we had All Sucks.
For just pennies a day, you can protect yourself and the people you love from false predictions of the end of the world. Go ahead, quit that job, buy that little cabin in the middle of nowhere. You're covered by our guarantee that when you wake up the next day alive and it all sucks, our adjusters will be there to get you back up and running in no time.
Well, I believed it when they said the end was near. So I quit my job, I sold my home, took my kids out of school, and we waited. But the end never came. Yeah, and we almost lost it all, but fortunately, we found some new friends at All Sucks. They understood what we were going through, and they came through for us.
With All Sucks, you can afford to be fooled, lied to, deceived, or tricked. Go ahead and get those goosebumps when they talk about the number 666 and the Antichrist beast. Enjoy every minute of those scary sermons about sulfur, smoke, and death. That's right. You can afford to laugh when the next idiot or demonized person gives you a false prophecy. That's because we're a full-service false prophecy insurance agency. So relax, take it easy. You can afford to be fooled or cheated and misled. Why? Because when it all sucks, you're in good hands with All Sucks.
Hey, if you like what you're watching, there's even more good stuff on SteveandKathyGray.com. You can watch a show or send one of our award-winning skits to someone on your email list, or jump on Steve's blog and see what's got him stirred up today. Check out those powerful resources in our bookstore. You can even get a sneak peek at what Steve's cooking up for next week. If you want more than what the religious status quo has to offer, then SteveandKathyGray.com is for you. Log on now and let your spirit live.
All right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah.
Hey, Steve, do you remember what it was like to be the new kid?
Yeah, it's terrible. You worry whether anyone likes you and how you're going to fit in. It's just hard being the new kid on the block, huh?
It is.
Yeah.
Well, here's one little guy who not only has to survive being the new kid, but also how to survive the end of the world and get into heaven, too. Watch our own version of High School Musical called Sunday School Musical.
Hey, look. There's the new kid.
Go see how he smells.
Ew, why would I do that?
He comes from someplace else. Maybe he smells like someplace else.
Yeah, he does smell like someplace else. Hey, new kid. Get up! I hope you're ready to go to heaven because our Sunday school teacher says the end of the world could come any day now.
What's the end of the world?
You don't know what the end of the world is? Oh, it's smoke and the devil becomes like God, but the real God takes his children to heaven in a cloud.
Yeah, so you better be ready or you have to stay here with the devil.
Say a prayer and ask God to take you to heaven at the end of the world.
God, take me to heaven at the end of the world, and don't leave me down here with the devil.
Do you feel different?
Living in a kid's world, didn't understand that anything can happen when you wear long pants. I never believed in what I couldn't see. Now I've opened up my heart before puberty. I know something has changed, never felt this way. And right here tonight, this could be the start of an open door. It feels so right, though I'm only 4. And now looking to the sky, I feel in my heart the start of something new.
Now listen, new kid. Now that you're going to heaven, from now on you have to be real careful, because the devil wants to tempt you to be bad, so you gotta stay here with him.
Stay down here with the devil? Not that again. Why did I pray that prayer?
Never mind that. You just gotta be real careful now.
Now I have to be careful?
Yeah, you can't have bad thoughts.
Or say bad words.
Or watch bad movies.
Or look at pretty girls.
Or look at ugly girls either.
Gotta keep your head out of the gutter.
Or else you'll go down the drain.
You gotta get your head out of the drain.
Get your head out of the drain. Get your head out of the drain.
Get your head out of the drain.
Get my head out of the drain.
Get your head out of the drain.
Wanna do what's right, a bit left behind. Watch out, stay pure, stay on the defense. Gotta run, gotta go, don't fall down a hole. Better be afraid, this world is insane. Keep your head out of the drain. 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 Come on, get your head out of the drain. We gotta get it out of the drain. Come on, get your head out of the drain. We gotta get it out of the drain. Come on, get your head out of the drain. We gotta get it out of the drain.
Isn't it great? All we have to do is keep our heads out of the drain, and then we're out of here.
Of course. As long as we don't lie or cheat or steal or have bad thoughts, then we get to fly away together.
We're all in this us together. We won't die, we will fly, you and I. And we see that we're all in this together. In the sea, by and by, hand in hand, we will fly away. Together in heaven, together everyone, together, just don't have too much fun. Together, forever, today and for all time. Together in heaven, as long as we
Some people are so passionate and so sure about their end-time ideas, they'll get passionately angry if you mess with them.
Yeah, and you know, some denominations, you know, if you don't totally agree with how they believe in the end of the world, they'll kick you out. They will.
Yeah, well, you know, according to the Bible, the whole idea is we're not supposed to know when the end of the world is. But that doesn't stop some people from trying to find out and making some pretty crazy predictions.
Yeah, what would it be like to throw all those people with all their big, crazy predictions together at the same time? Where would you throw them? Where would you put them? I can't think of a better place to throw them than into the Jerry Springer Show. Take a look. Welcome to the program. Today we're going to be talking about the end of the world. When will it end and how will it end? My first guest is Betty, who believes that she is part of an elite group of 144,000. Is that right, Betty?
That's right, Jerry. There will be 144,000 and only 144,000 to rule over what is left of mankind after the Battle of Armageddon. And I am part of that 144,000, so you best be treating me right. You best be treating me right now, or I won't be treating you right then.
So let me get this straight. The world will end as we know it, and you and the 144,000 will rule the survivors.
That's right, Jerry, and I feel sorry for anyone who ain't a part of us.
Well, here's a man that's not a part of your group. He's got some of his own ideas of how the world's going to come to an end. Let's meet him right now. Come on out.
You watch out for the beast. The beast is everywhere, and his number is 666. And if you have a credit card, a Social Security card, that beast has already got you. You know, every time you buy something at the Quickie Mart and they scan that little barcode, the beast is keeping track of you.
Well, is there any hope for the rest of us?
Oh, yeah, there's hope. You gotta cut up your credit card, your driver's license, your fishing license, your AARP card, and start a new identity using cash only. That's the only hope for you sick people.
Well, let's bring out our next guest who says it's going to all end in fire.
I'm sprinkling holy water over this profane show. I refuse to stand on this stage until I've cleansed this immoral show. And you folks sitting out there, watch it, because you're going to burn in hell. Smoke fire. Can you smell
Oh,
the
my
sulfur?
goodness. Oh, my goodness. I cannot believe what I am hearing.
And who are you?
This is my son. Don't listen to him. You've heard of fruit of the loom. Well, this is fruit of the womb.
Well, do I sense some hostility? The end of the world's going to be one big love sin where everybody can be accepted for who and what they are. Personally, I can't wait.
Well, our next guest might just agree with you. Would you welcome Tyrone to the program?
Oh, listen. This old hag needs to go back to the farm and take little Bo Peep with her. Listen, the world is not gonna end in some fire and brimstone. In fact, it won't be hot at all. It's gonna be cool.
I totally agree.
No. Not for you. I said cool, not fool.
Now, what about the rest of us? Are we included in your cool end of the world?
Well, not unless you can dance. Would you like for me to show you what the end of the world is gonna look like? Yeah. Well, take a look at this. It's time to get funky.
To the right now. To the left. Take it back now, y'all. One hop this time. One hop this time. Right foot, 2 stumps. Left foot, 2 stumps. Slide to the left. Slide to the right. Crisscross. Crisscross. Cha-cha real smooth.
Enough of this nonsense.
nonsense.
Oh, it's Oprah Winfrey on the Jerry Springer Show.
The divine is in all of us.
Well, if it isn't God herself.
You want a piece of me? You want a
You want some peace? I'll give some peace of my moonshine whiskey.
Oh my goodness, it's the Reverend Schnorr. Well, what do you think, Reverend Schnorr?
Well, it says in the book, nobody knows. So I don't know.
Scientology's the answer. It's neither science nor theology, but it'll get you off your antidepressants. I've had just about enough of you.
Well, there you have it, folks. No one's quite sure how it's all going to end. So take your pick. One of them's bound to be right. Jerry. Yeah. Don't go away. We got some family time coming up. We'll be right back.
My Absurd Religion by Steve Gray is available now from Amazon.com. To order, visit myabsurdreligion.com. This book also includes Steve's 10-step guide to religion that works. Let's rescue America from powerless religion. Everyone deserves to experience the presence of God. Visit myabsurdreligion.com to find out more and take a stand for religion that works.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the portion of our program that we call Family Time. It seems that every person, every church, every denomination, and every religion has their own ideas of how this world is going to end. And I can tell you this much, most people believe that the world is going to get worse and worse until it finally either blows up or burns up, you know?
Well, the idea of the rapture of God's people and then everybody left behind to be ruled by Satan has really become popular by some of the recent books and movies.
Yep.
Well, you know, here's something a lot of people don't know. The idea that of a rapture of God's people and being taken out before a great tribulation would take over the world, that first only came about in the 1830s. And it really became popular only about 100 years ago.
Yeah.
So what did people think was going to happen before the 1800s? I mean, what was popular back then?
Well, believe it or not, people back then before the 1800s, including the first century believers, thought that the kingdom of God was actually going to get bigger and bigger and everything was going to get better and better. That's a lot different than today, isn't it? And the end was not going to come by tribulation, but by preaching. And they based it on the scripture that said this gospel of the kingdom is going to be preached to the entire world, and then the end will come.
So what about the number 666 and the beast and the Antichrist and all the taking over of the world?
Yeah, well, first century believers, and I think we can go back to the original guys and gals, they should know, they believed that those things actually happened in their day when they saw Rome, like a beast, and Nero, whose name actually makes the number 666, destroyed the temple in Jerusalem and millions of people were slaughtered. So I think it's kind of hard to believe that, you know, the Bible writers of that day were actually thinking 2,000 years ahead to our day, and then they didn't even mention what was happening just a few years ahead when millions were going to die. So you can believe what you want to, but one of the struggles I have with it is the idea that God just washes his hands, you know, of this earth and just gives up on creation and lets it go. I struggle with that just a little bit. And oh, by the way, just for our education, scripturally, the world doesn't end anyway. It's transformed and changed. You can read it for yourself.
Yeah. Well, one thing we do know is that God wants your life to get better and better. That's why Steve and I founded the House of Hope and Healing, to help the hurting find a life that works. Listen now to a real-life story of someone who got their life working at the House of Hope and Healing.
I was so afraid of everything I did. I couldn't even be in one room and everyone else be in another. I was completely isolated and not alone at the same time. It was so severe that I went to doctors who would try and help me and prescribe me medication and do all sorts of things to figure out what was wrong with me, but no one could figure it out. And I was just stuck. I was just stuck in a hopeless state of fear. I didn't know what to do. I heard about the House of Hope and Healing and decided to come. I had helpers pray over me and speak words of life into me like I've never heard spoken before. They were praying and it felt like something was being uprooted out of my spirit. I just felt that fear that had gripped me since I was a child start leaving me, and I immediately began to have hope and excitement. I had never felt that before. I know that there's people out there, even watching right now, that are experiencing fear and anxiety like I was, who was just like me. But the good news is that they don't have to be like that anymore. There's a place right here in Kansas City at the House of Hope and Healing where anyone can come and receive prayer and get the help they need. I got prayer and delivered from this, and so can you.
Would you like to live a life that works? Steve and Kathy believe you can and have powerful tools to get you on your way. Check out our Life That Works offer, Steve's new book, My Absurd Religion. Learn how religion may be holding you back from a fresh encounter with God. Start by going online to steveandkathygray.com. This life-changing moment is waiting for you now.
Remember, friends, you can have a life that works.
That's right. Through this ministry, people are finding life and help for all kinds of issues that keep them weighted down. You get out from under that heavy load right now.
Yeah, go to steveandkathygray.com and get our special Life That Works offer. It's my new book, My Absurd Religion, giving answers to life's most challenging situations.
That's right. Steve is helping people encounter the presence of God and get the help they really need.
Yeah, we want that for you, too. So go to steveandkathygray.com for My Absurd Religion, and you can have life that works. Well, thanks for joining us. Be sure and tune in again as we continue to tell it like it is while bringing hope, help, and love to you and the ones you love. This is Steve and Kathy, along with all our friends, saying, let your spirit live.